welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today is my Ghana guide, all of my details about Ghana, what I did, where I stayed, how much I paid, things I will recommend, things I wouldn't. I'm going to be looking at my phone so I can look at my pictures just to remember what I did, also to let y'all know. So on my flight to Ghana, I flew United. I actually flew United both ways, and so I took a flight from Cincinnati to Washington DC, then DC straight to Ghana. Now I really like direct flights just because getting on the plane, getting off the plane is a lot for me, just because I don't know, maybe I need to work on my patience, but I just like to get there. So I took United, which was actually really good. They boarded on time, but we left late, and I actually got my seat upgraded to first class, so that was a plus. Initially, so I paid for my seat to have extra leg room, and they ended up changing the plane around, so I ended up getting a middle seat, and I called them like, I need my seat, like that's what I paid for. And so when I got to the gate, they were like, oh, you have a different seat. And I was like, like what seat is this? So I go to the flight attendant and I'm like, I got a new seat. He's like, trust me, this one's better. And when I tell y'all, that seat, I don't even have pictures of the seat. That, I loved it. Like silverware, not plastic. Like I got a glass to drink my things out of. I really enjoyed that experience. So when I got to Ghana, you all saw that I stayed at the La Villa Boutique Hotel. I actually would give that hotel a good 9. Yeah, I would give it a good 9. One, because I came early, and so they were able to check me in early. They took my bags back to the room. The room was very decent size. I got the package that came with breakfast, and the breakfast was actually really good. It was a buffet, and I love me a buffet because I like to eat what I like to eat. And so I would take a point off, one, because my room was near the pool area, and I'll try to insert pictures of what the pool area looks like, but my room was near the pool area. When I first got there, they had a live band there, and it was just kind of annoying, like especially with the jet lag and everything. I just didn't want to hear a live band. I actually really just wanted peace and quiet. So also there was a point in time where the electricity and the water shut off for like a good 20 minutes. So that's why I would give it a 9. But other than that, the staff was very friendly. I think that there was a lot of Americans that stayed there, so or like foreigners, because I think I heard a lady from Australia too. But other than that, I would give them a 9. It was a really good hotel. It didn't smell, staff was friendly, even the like cooks and things, they were all really friendly. So after that, we went to the Kempinski Hotel, and you guys saw a little video of that, but I'll insert another clip. And that, so you used to go to the Kempinski for free, but this year they were charging 200 cedis to just sit at the pool or get in the pool, which I thought was kind of crazy, but I understand because, you know, if we're not staying there and we want to use their amenities or services, we have to pay for it. So I understand that. Also, we got like some drinks and food there too, and that was like 175 cedis, so that's like 1750, which that was like pretty pricey for like one drink, but yeah. So after that, I went to Jetty's Hair, and I'll put her salon here. I went to Jetty's Hair to get my hair done, and the salon was really nice. They took a while, but I actually got there. They opened up at 8:30. They opened up at 8:30 a.m. and I got there at 8. So I was waiting a little bit, but then she got me in the chair and did my hair. And I'll insert a picture, but I got like braids straight to the back, and that cost me 190 cedis, so around like 19-20 US dollars. I was a little annoyed because on Instagram she was advertising that hairstyle for 120 cedis, and then, I mean, you know, they hear the accent, they're gonna go up on the price. After that, me and my friends went to puppy yoga, and I would definitely recommend puppy yoga. I will add their Instagram here. That was 75 cedis per person, and it was so cute. I will insert pictures and videos. It was so cute. Kind of distracting because, you know, you really just want to pet the puppies, but it was also very relaxing to do yoga, but also get that, like, what is it, dopamine, not dopamine, I don't know what it is, but just to get that like puppy love. It was really nice. After that, we went to a restaurant called Shogun. So Shogun is this Japanese restaurant. They have a Japanese menu, a Chinese menu, and a Vietnamese menu. So it's an Asian restaurant because they have various Asian cuisines. And that place was so beautiful. It was just everything. It was so nice. The service was really nice. You do need a reservation. You cannot get in without one. Like, there's literally a man at the front door and he's like, do you have a reservation? And I only roll my eyes like that because that's how he looked, but you need a reservation to go. Shogun was really nice. Our bill was pricey. It came up to like almost $130, like, which I guess is normal here in America for like a like restaurant of this sort. We would probably be paying $130, and that's for like 3 people. So what is that? It's like $45 a person, which is normal for a restaurant here in Chicago. We all ended up getting rice of some sort, and then we all got some egg rolls. So I also forgot to mention that I did have a driver for the week, the 2 weeks that I was there, and I paid him a good price. I'm not gonna say the price that I paid him, just out of like respect for him. That's all I'll tell you. So definitely would recommend Shogun. So cute. Have a reservation. After that, we went to Bondai, and Bondai was having Amapianio Mondays with Major Leagues, which they are a DJ duo set. I think they're brothers, but they had like Amapianio Mondays. That was fun. So to get into Bondai was free. We just got shots, and I can't tell you how much the shots were, but to get into Amapianio Mondays, we just went in with some friends, so we didn't pay for anything there. So then after that, the next day, I went and got my nails done at Polished, and I just got a full set. Well, I don't have it anymore, but it's a full set that you guys saw probably in my previous video. But I got a full set, and that was 120 CDs. So that's, no, that was 200 CDs. So that's like $20, $20 US, I think. I'll do the conversion, but got me a full set. Now the thing about Ghana that I love but I also hate is that no one's on time and everyone takes their time. So I got my nails done and it took 2 hours. It took 2 hours. First off, I had to sit and wait for 30 minutes. And then I had to sit and get my nails done for 2 hours. So, which typically somebody would appreciate someone taking their time on their nails. But also like, I'm like, I gotta go eat. I gotta leave, I gotta go eat. The next day after that, my sister and I went to a everyday people party. And that party was about, I can't really remember the price of that party, but I think it was probably like $25, $30 US to get into that party. And that party was fun. It was fun. I don't know, I had, it was just this thing where like some of the men just felt like they were superior, and it's like, yeah, I see you in line for a drink, but I don't care because I'm in line for a drink. And it's like, that was kind of annoying. And then the bartenders were like taking them over like people who have been standing there for so long. But the music was great. I would say there were a lot of Brits and Americans there. Like, that was a Brit and American party. Like, you can tell a party from people that actually live in Ghana and people who are just coming to Ghana. So I would definitely recommend if they have another one next year. But I know that if I'm going next year, I would definitely not attend. So far, I really thought that going to clubs were way better than going to like scheduled type parties, if that makes sense. So like a DLT brunch or everyday people, or just like a scheduled party where you have to pre-buy tickets in advance. I didn't think that those were as fun as the clubs in Ghana, like where you just walk in and like there you go, you having a good time. Definitely I would choose a club over a scheduled party any day. Next, I went to Jerk in July, which was a party that my friend's friends actually threw. 1, 2, 3, let's go! So I didn't pay anything to get in there, and I actually didn't pay for anything that night, so that night was free. But if I was to pay, would I go to Jerk in July? Yes. But that's also just like another one of those like scheduled things where I say that there was just like a lot of like Brits and Americans. And I say that because they played like Afrobeat songs from TikTok, or like they played a lot of rap, or a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of American music instead of like Afrobeat, which is like what I feel like I wanted to hear. But yeah, that party was actually pretty fun. So after that, I went to Rose Garden, which I don't have any pictures of my food. I just have like pictures of me, which is not really a good picture there. That place was cool. I can't really remember how much I paid. The food was okay. It wasn't like anything spectacular. I think the owners are from Canada, so it's really giving like American, North American type of food and kind of vibe. I didn't drink either, and I know that that's a place that people go to like get their large, I think it's called like a daiquiri tower. I would recommend Rose Garden just because it's a place that you go to when you go to Ghana, but is it a place I would go to again? Probably not. After that, I went to one of my favorite restaurants, and this is the next day. I went to one of my favorite restaurants in Ghana, which is Bistro 22. That place is so cute, so good. And there I just got drinks with my friend Leah, and then we got the spinach dip, and then we actually just sat and chit chat and talk. And I also can't remember the price of that. That place is super cute. Love Bistro 22. Definitely check that out. All right, so then we move into, I left my hotel and I went to an Airbnb for the remainder of my stay. I will show pictures and videos of my Airbnb, but I'm gonna start off by giving a review. I wanna say that the Airbnb was beautiful. It definitely looked how it was advertised. I definitely felt safe, one, because there was a lot of like younger people who stayed here. The Airbnb is like a apartment complex, but, or maybe it might be a condo building, I'm not sure what it is, but it's like an apartment complex. And there's several different owners of the units throughout the entire complex. And so I would only say the cons, or like the bad things about where I stayed, is like when I got there, the bed was dirty. There were like toothpicks woven within the pillows, so I didn't like that. The host also forgot to mention that housekeeping came. And typically when you think of an Airbnb, you don't think of like someone that's gonna come in there. Like you don't think that. And so my retainer got thrown away, and I was really upset about that because it costs to pay for a new retainer. And so I just felt like that was something that should have been written in the like house notes, house rules. It should have been on Airbnb that housekeeping came every 2 to 3 days. Also, there was a point where I needed an iron and they didn't come. Like no one came for an iron until like an hour and a half later. So that like delayed my plans. Also, like I was just like, okay, yes, that's something I should have checked for when I got in. But also I think that the housekeeping thing should have been known. So other than that, everything, it was stocked with everything. It was stocked with like towels, stocked with dishwashing detergent if I needed to wash. It was stocked with pots and pans, and so that was all great. The day after that, me and my sister and my friend Leah, we all went to Afrochella. Now I will insert pictures and videos of Afrochella. Personally, I enjoyed Afrochella last year versus this year, and maybe it's because it was my first time going last year, but I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling Afrochella this year. The activations weren't that great. Last year they had like the really big YouTube thing, and they didn't have YouTube this year, which I was kind of like bummed about. They did have topicals, which their activation was super cute. Maybe it's because I've seen Burna Boy a lot. I didn't see Asha K. I just wasn't feeling Afrochella. So then next, my sister and I went to a art residency, and that was free. And we went to an art museum, which was also free. We went to Gallery 1957. So where are we? We are at Gallery 1957. Gallery, 1957. That has been being independent. Okay. So the next day, my driver took me to Solo Monkey Forest, and the cost to get into there was 50 cities each person. That was nice.
Welcome to Solo Forest.
Like, it was very nice. I ate some papaya, I saw some monkeys, and then I just got to chit chat with the people who own it and just talk to them about like them owning it, life, all of that stuff. I think people who know me know I just be talking. So then the next day I went to the Accra Art Center, and that's like a market. I did buy a couple of things for my friends, which in total I probably spent around like 50 cities. I did get some art, and the man wanted 400 cities for it, and I was really trying to bargain, but man, when I go to Ghana again, I need to like get better at my bargaining skills because they're weak. My last and final days were just hanging out with Leah. We went to another one of my favorite restaurants, Pomona. And there, I think we spent about 130 cities total. Yeah, we didn't spend a lot because we didn't get a lot of food. And then we went to the Nubuke Foundation. Saw some more art. And that's Ghana. It was really a chill trip. I really want to talk about like Ghana last year in 2021 versus this year, 2022, 2023. I really enjoyed 2021, one, because it was my first time there, and it was just that excitement and like just doing a lot of touristy stuff. But this year was kind of different. I felt like I really immersed myself into Ghana, like just by hanging out with people who were from Ghana, or like not doing most of the touristy things, but really just staying local or like doing chill stuff and really just like being there to just be there. I can't think of the words right now. If I had to say I had a year that I really enjoyed better, it was probably this year. I spent so much time at the beach. Something about those beaches in Ghana, like they just make your heart feel good. Let's see, I will calculate the total, a rough total of what I spent. So let's not say this is the exact total, but a rough total of what I spent. I will put here or here. I definitely will link everything down below that I did. All I can say is if you're thinking of going to Ghana, you're hesitant about it, or you just want to know more about it from someone who isn't from Ghana, I say definitely go. I've never been to a country that I felt more welcomed. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. Please feel free to leave any questions you guys have about where I stayed or what I did. Please leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.
She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. Listen, you've been missing since 2016. Squid time.